Do you ever get that feeling? Your heart starts racing, your palms get sweaty, and you suddenly feel like everyone's eyes are on you, judging your every move. Maybe it's before giving a presentation, walking into a party where you don't know anyone, or even just speaking up in a meeting. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. This is social anxiety, and it's something millions of people experience. But what's really going on in our brains when this social fear takes over? Let's dive into the psychology behind it. At its core, social anxiety is rooted in our deep evolutionary need to belong. For our ancient ancestors, being part of a group was essential for survival. Getting kicked out of the tribe meant facing danger alone, which was practically a death sentence. So our brains developed a powerful alarm system to detect any threat of social rejection. This alarm is what we now call social anxiety. It's like an overactive smoke detector. It's trying to protect you from the fire of being judged or excluded. But sometimes it goes off when there's no real danger, just a little social smoke. So what happens inside your head during one of these moments? A key player is a small almond-shaped part of the brain called the amygdala. Think of it as your emotional watchdog. When you perceive a social threat, like the possibility of saying something awkward, your amygdala sounds the alarm. It triggers the fight-or-flight response, flooding your body with adrenaline. That's why you get physical symptoms like a rapid heartbeat, shallow breathing, and trembling. Your body is literally preparing to either fight a predator or run for your life, even though the predator is just your boss asking for your opinion. Another big piece of the puzzle is our own thoughts. People with social anxiety often get trapped in negative thought cycles. You might automatically assume the worst, a thinking pattern psychologists call catastrophizing. For example, you might think, if I stumble over my words, everyone will think I'm incompetent, and I'll get fired. This is your brain's prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for planning and decision-making, going into overdrive with worry. It creates these worst-case scenarios that feel incredibly real, even if they're highly unlikely. You also become hyper-aware of yourself, a state called self-focused attention. You start monitoring your every word, your every gesture, which ironically makes you more likely to feel awkward and stumble. The good news is, our brains are not fixed. We can retrain them. One of the most effective methods is cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. CBT helps you identify those negative automatic thoughts and challenge them. You learn to ask yourself, is it really true that everyone will hate me if I make a small mistake? Spoiler alert, it's not. You learn to replace those catastrophic thoughts with more balanced and realistic ones. Another powerful technique is gradual exposure. This means slowly and safely putting yourself in the situations you fear, starting with something small. Maybe you start by just making eye contact and smiling at a cashier. Then you move on to asking a stranger for the time. Each small victory teaches your brain that these situations aren't actually dangerous. It recalibrates that oversensitive alarm system. It's also crucial to practice self-compassion. Berating yourself for feeling anxious only adds another layer of stress. Instead, try treating yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend. Acknowledge that it's tough, but you're doing your best. Mindfulness and breathing exercises can also be incredibly helpful. They anchor you in the present moment, pulling your focus away from future worries and calming your physical symptoms. Remember, social anxiety is a very human experience. It's a sign that you care about connecting with others. Understanding the psychology behind it is the first step toward managing it and not letting it control your life. You have the power to rewire your brain and step into social situations with more confidence and ease. If you found this helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more insights into how our minds work. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.